Okay guys, I am pumped because like literally I was dying to use this yesterday and I didn't because I was like I said I was gonna do it first impressions. First impressions means first impressions. So here we are. I'm so excited about this because the only product that I have from the Butter collection as of now is their Butter bronzer, but this is like amazing. I'm excited. So this comes with a deep bronzer, a Butter Cabana blush, a Butter blush in Copper Cabana, a Butter highlighter in Just Beachy, Muru Butter lip cream in Pop the Bubbly. It comes with 4 eyeshadows and a perfume. So I'm just going to open it up for you guys really quick. Hopefully nothing falls out. So it comes with this like sheet over it, but I'm so excited. I do want to show you guys quickly the size comparison. So I thought this was going to be the exact same size as the regular bronzer, and it's not. It's a little bit smaller. However, the pan doesn't look like it's much different in like width. I mean like in depth, you know, so like the only difference is the width. Which I guess is fine because you're getting all this other stuff. But my biggest thing was like, this is like $15. This was $20. Can you guys do the math for me? Like, why? I don't understand, to be completely frank. However, I am just going to go ahead and do my face, my foundation and stuff off camera so that we can see how these products work. So I'm going to quickly do that and then come back with you guys so that we can try out these really cool products. Alright guys, so I have done my full face of brows and foundation and stuff like that. And so I wanted to go ahead, and I am going to use my regular bronzer as well because this is the lighter, like the regular shade, and the one in the palette is the darker shade. And I like to like do an initial bronzing with this, and I also contour my nose with this one and dabbed my Morphe sponge across my cheeks to make sure that they're nice and wet. And I had already previously highlighted a little bit with the Wet n Wild one, and I think this highlight literally looks so beautiful. I'm so excited. It's kind of hard to pick up, but then this is what it looks like on the brush really quick. So it's not like super loose, like you kind of have to dig in there a little bit, but at the same time that's what it's looking like in the pan. Really beautiful. It has a lot of glitter flecks to it, so I'm not sure. And I tap off and it doesn't come off the brush, so. Wow. Wow. It has like glittery flecks in it, but it's also like a really, really beautiful sheen. I think this is one of the best highlights I own. Holy crap. Oh my god. This is like my J-Lo highlight in a pressed. Oh, hello. Wow. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm literally in shock. Like, I went pretty heavy-handed, but that was also because I'm like in the process of testing things. I guess that's what you get when you do a first impression. So like, you don't always know exactly how things are going to be. But I'm so impressed. I love it. Okay, wait, but I really shouldn't even give an excuse to being heavy-handed because I pretty much am all the time. But it looks so beautiful. And like, I wouldn't put that on my nose, and I didn't put it on my nose. But I really like it. So next I'm going to go with the blush in Copper Cabana. It's kind of, I thought it was going to be more of a like a peachy blush. Or I mean, just, it's very kind of pink. It's a very pink blush, and it almost has a bit of a sheen to it as well. I'm excited. I'm going to go in with my Morphe Y4 brush. The blush doesn't have as much kickback as the bronzer, and I think that's because of the sheen that it has. Wow, it's really pigmented though. I will say though, it is super, like it has a really strong sheen to it. I literally feel like I want to go and buy another one of these palettes from her because since they're limited edition. That's beautiful. You know what? I just realized why they make these cheaper, I swear. It's because they want to get people hooked on their product, and then you're stuck, and then you have to keep buying it because it's so beautiful. I think my face looks great. I feel like I could have used a little bit more bronzer, so maybe I think maybe all the other products kind of made that go away a little bit, so I'm just going to go in with the same brush and kind of also blend things together. But we still have 4 eyeshadows, perfume, and a lipstick to try, so we gotta get going. I'm gonna use the white shade to do the tops of my eyes really quick. And I'm gonna use my Wet n Wild little flat brush. The eyeshadows do not have a lot of kickback. Then again, I'm pretty much just chapping. I love this color. I love that she included like a nice matte white in here. There are so many palettes and things that just don't include like a neutral shade, and it just drives me up the wall. I think that that's like a really staple shade, so I'm really glad that she included that. So that's looking really nice. I don't really like that these kind of jump up like really heavy in transition here. So I am going to go in with a little bit more of a neutral shade. But I still want to keep it in the same family. So I'm just going to go in with part of these top rows here, probably from the Jaclyn Hill palette really fast. Just because those are like my typical transition shades, and I feel like I need something a little bit softer to transition into. Oh, you know what? I feel really dumb, guys. Casey was using this as her transition shade, like the bronzer, but I kind of don't want to do that, but for the sake of the video, I'm going to. So I'm going to just pick up some of the bronzing shade. This time it didn't have so much kickback. I think I was just really heavy-handed on it the first time. Alright, so yeah, this is a really beautiful transition shade. It actually deepened it up from what the color I was using was. So it's like a nice transition between the shade I used and the shade we're about to use. Okay, so then we're going to go in with this shade right here. It is called No Filter. It's a pretty orangey shade. Oh, not really. I thought it would be more orange on the eye, to be honest. It's actually a really, really nice, like, brick color, but like it pulls a little bit more, like, neutral than a brick. I think the shade after it is going to be that really brick-like shade, because they're in the same like family of color. So I think she's right. This is like a really, I mean, it's a little bit bulky, but it's like a really perfect item to just do your consistent makeup with. I mean, she designed it really well, I think. This is actually the first collab that I have been able to get my hands on from Casey Holmes. And I love her. I think she's such a genuine YouTuber. I don't know what it is about her exactly that makes me feel like, oh my gosh, like when she announced her pregnancy, I was so genuinely like thrilled for her, like if it was a friend of mine or something. It's funny to me how people have the ability to do that. So I'm going back and blending this out, and it doesn't look like it has any harsh lines in person. I'm not sure if that looks that way on camera. But anywho, we're going to continue on. I'm going to pick up the next shade right here, which is called Tropic Like It's Hot. And I'm gonna, wow, that's a little bit more red than I anticipated. And also, these are really pigmented. Holy guacamole. Alright, so I cut my crease and I started to go in with the green shade, which is called Palms. I'm just using it on a little flat, like definer brush. And right now I'm using it completely dry. Just putting it over some wet concealer, which I did not set. It is the Revolution concealer. So I think this shade looks really great applying it just like this. And there's honestly a lot of shades, drugstore or not, that you try to apply like this and they just don't even give you anything pigment wise. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to blend this outer corner when it's still dry. I'm also gonna do that over here. And then I think I'm gonna go ahead and wet it to see what kind of pigment I can get from it wet. So I'm just gonna spray it with one of my facial sprays. This one, I think it's coconut rose or coconut rosé, I don't know, something like that. So I'm spraying my brush before picking up product. And it did intensify it just a little bit, just make it a little bit easier to work with and apply to the lid. I'm gonna go back in with the brush that I had the shade Tropic Like It's Hot with, and just use to blend that out. I think I'm gonna do some liner because I think that that's really the only way that I'm gonna get these to, like, I don't know, not look like a string. I just think it's kind of like too warm and too green together. I would have used like a brown. So I'm just gonna apply some liner. I haven't done liner in so long, I swear. Alright guys, so this is what it looks like with lashes. They're still a little bit wet, but I think it looks really nice, and I like how wet the green looks. So I lined my lips very quickly with the Sephora liner in Nothing But Nude. This is my favorite liner. You're going to see me use it a ton. And this is in the shade Pop the Bubbly. It's kind of like transparent, but glossy looking. I don't know. I still have some red on my lip from the red lipstick I was wearing yesterday, so. Oh, it's very glossy. It literally melts as soon as you put it on your lips. I love that. Wow. It doesn't feel super glossy, but it's like really glossy once you have it on your lips. I think it looks really good. I'm just going to add a little bit more gloss. This is just an Essence clear gloss because I like a little bit more of a glossy effect. And then I'm just going to spritz. It just smells like a nice coconut perfume. Pretty standard, like just any. But I like it. I think it's really cool that it includes it. I know a lot of people really like the scent. So I think that's wonderful that they did that. Alright, lovely. So we are at the end of our video. I really hope you guys liked this look. I really have to say that I liked everything in here. There's not one thing in here that I don't like. And I feel like with a lot of palettes you get that, especially with something that is like such a full range. I love how the lip gloss looks. This is going to be an everyday item for me now because like I don't have an everyday thing. I don't like lipsticks that are super thick, but also like there are days that I just don't feel like rocking a full-on gloss. So I think Casey did an amazing job selecting all the products in here, and I love them. So this is a 10 out of 10 for me. I think the price point is perfect for everything you're getting. And honestly, if you can get your hands on it, definitely do. I really like everything in here. But that is the end of the video now, and I really, really hope you guys enjoy it. And give me a nice big thumbs up if you want to see more looks like this and more first impressions, because this is my first impressions. This is the first impressions that I've done on my channel. So I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.